Hello viewers, Assalamu alaikum and welcome back to my channel Learning English with Hamid. Today we do an IELTS video and I'm going to give you 6 tips for a perfect band 9 in IELTS writing. I've written a sample essay, a high scoring essay, and you can download that essay. The link given in the description. Feel free to download that. Let's get started. Well, today's video is about IELTS essay. You know, in IELTS we have 2 tasks, task 1 and task 2. Task 1 some other time, today we do task 2. So let's start. The first tip, know the format of the test. Well, this tip applies to all the modules, to listening, to reading, to writing, to speaking, and of course to this skill as well, to this module as well. So if you are taking the IELTS academic, you write a report and an essay, and if you're taking the IELTS general, so you write a letter and an essay. So our focus in today's video is the essay part. So the first tip for the whole test and especially for the essays, know the format of the test. Moving on, the second tip is familiarize yourself with the assessment criteria. Like for example, you will be writing your essay, so you should know what you will be assessed on. What is it that the examiners are looking for? So well, in IELTS essay, you are assessed on 4 areas. You are assessed in 4 areas. The first is task response. Like task response means you are asked certain questions and have you answered those questions or not. That's what the task response. You are asked about something and do you give that to the examiner or not? That's what task response means. The second is grammatical range and accuracy, which means how correct your grammar is and how varied your grammar is. Have you used advanced structures, for example? Have you used different types of sentences, for example? The third point is your lexical resource, like what is the range of your vocabulary, for example? Have you used some unfamiliar words or not? And the fourth criterion is cohesion and coherence, which means how connected your essay is. Does it feel a connected whole? Like for example, this house or any house where every part is connected to the other part, or like our human body, for example, where all the parts are connected. So in IELTS writing, you are checked, your essay is checked for that. Cohesion and coherence is checked by the examiner. So the tips that I am giving you will cover all these points. So let's move on. The third tip is fully address all parts of the essay, and this is what constitutes task response. So to illustrate this point, I have this essay topic for you, and this topic says some people believe that university education should be free, while there are others who believe it should not be free. So discuss both views and give your opinion also. So you see, we are asked 3 things. We are asked to talk about, give an argument for free university education. We are also asked to give an argument against free university education, and we are also asked for our opinion. So I have made a plan and let's look at that plan. By the way, a sample essay on this topic goes with this video. The link given in the description, download that. So the plan is this. I'll write 1 introductory paragraph and 3 main body paragraphs. So the 3 main body paragraphs will cover the 3 points that we just mentioned. So the first main body paragraph will give an argument for free university education. The second main body paragraph will give an argument against free university education, and the third main body paragraph will talk about my opinion, and the 5th paragraph, conclusion. So let's read the sample essay, a high scoring essay, good sample for you. Download it, link in the description. So the introduction and the first main body paragraph, let's read it. What it says here: university education is a crucial phase in a person's life. While some enthusiasts champion free university education. Others hold the view that it must be paid for by the public. I contend that it is up to the state to legislate as desired. So that's my introduction, a short introduction, 3 sentences. Yes, you can write 3 sentences as well. Minimum 2 sentences, 3 sentences, 4 sentences. Write a short introduction. The first main body paragraph, an argument for free university education. Let's read. So the first main body paragraph reads, to staunch advocates like those who believe that university education should be free, like strong supporters of that idea. To staunch advocates, free higher education means equal opportunities for all sections of society. Innumerable outstanding but penurious individuals, penurious means poor, individuals lack the means to enroll a university course, and many more drop out due to exorbitant fees. Exorbitant mean high, an advanced word for high. These destitute individuals, destitute another word for poor. So you see, I'm not repeating my words. I'm using advanced vocabulary because I want to get band 9. You can also get band 9. These destitute individuals might have become distinguished scientists, like great scientists, excellent doctors, or accomplished writers had they pursued their higher education goals or dreams. Full many a flower is born to blush unseen. A line from Thomas Gray's poem explores the same theme. So I've taken a line from Thomas Gray's poetry and I have used it as my supporting detail. You could do the same if you remember some line from some poetry and some poem, and if it's relevant, yes, you can use that to your advantage. So free tertiary education will ensure equity. I've used another word for equality, and thus the government can harness the talent of all the citizens. So you see, that's my first argument, first main body paragraph for free university education. Now let's read the argument against free university education. The opponents of free university education, on the other hand, feel that taxpayers will be overburdened, and as university fees are astronomical, high, astronomical means high. In most developed societies, taxpayers are already crushed by the heavy weight of taxes, and the additional payment for university education will further add to their financial woes. So there it refers to taxpayers. So I've used a pronoun, and this is how I'm trying to achieve cohesion and coherence. Higher education is the prerogative of those who can afford it, and nowhere in the world is it offered for free. So that's my argument against free university education. Now the third main body paragraph, where I give my opinion. So I've written that one. Let's read it. And the third main body paragraph reads, it is hard to adopt a one-size-fits-all approach. A policy designed in one country may not work in another. So this means that whatever policy a government makes may not be applicable in another country. We cannot just make a policy for every country. So my stance on this issue is to leave this matter to the government concerned. Like all the governments, different governments should make their own policies. If a government has the will, like the strong will, if the government has the will, financial means and infrastructure, it may offer free higher education, otherwise not. That's my stance on this issue. So it's up to that government to decide, whatever the country is, for example. Now the conclusion. So all things considered, though free university education will enhance employment prospects for every person, it will make a dent in many people's saving. Hence, it is essential for every country to formulate policies in its own interest. That's the conclusion. So if we look back, if we look at the essay topic, we are asked about argument for free university education, and have I given that argument? Yes, I have. Another point that I'm asked is An argument against free university education. Have I talked about that? Yes, I have. And yes, I have. Another point that I'm asked is, I'm asked about my opinion. Have I given my opinion? Yes, I have, in the third main body paragraph and conclusion, of course. So that's what is this tip. What is that tip? That tip is fully address all the parts. So whatever you are asked, you should give that to the examiner. If you address one part excellently, another part excellently, and you're asked another part and you don't give that, you don't talk about that, you will lose marks. So that's our third tip. Address all the parts. Moving on, the fourth tip. Your main body paragraphs must have a clear topic sentence. Yes, very important point. And I cannot stress this enough. What is a topic sentence? Well, the topic sentence in a paragraph is that sentence which expresses the theme of that sentence. So definition I have given here. A topic sentence expresses the main idea of that paragraph. And in exams like IELTS, TOEFL, for example, you should write up front. Let it be the first sentence. So the examiner reads that and then there is no ambiguity or doubt about it. So 3 main body paragraphs and 3 topic sentences. So let's read these 3 topic sentences. The first topic sentence is, to staunch advocates, free higher education means equal opportunities for all sections of society. So that's my first main body paragraph, and in the rest of the paragraphs I have explained that. Another topic sentence is, the opponents of free university education, on the other hand, feel that taxpayers will be overburdened as university fees are astronomical. That's my second main body paragraph. And the third main body paragraph is, it is hard to adopt a one-size-fits-all approach. A policy designed in one country may not work in another. So 3 main body paragraphs, 3 topic sentences. And yes, very important point. If your main body paragraphs don't have topic sentences, your examiner will be confused and you'll lose marks, and you can't take that risk. Yes, you shouldn't annoy your examiner by not giving them, by not writing the topic sentences. The 4th tip. Moving on to the 5th tip, very important. Develop your paragraphs fully. Yes, very important. This is again one of the requirements in your IELTS essay. So what is meant by the development of a paragraph? What is meant by the development of a paragraph? Well, a paragraph is developed when it describes, explains, and supports the topic sentence. So it's like explanation for the topic sentence. Very important point. So I have taken a passage, I've taken a paragraph from an IELTS book, New Insight into IELTS, and let's see whether this paragraph is developed or not. And this paragraph is this one. It's about digital libraries. So this paragraph says, librarians see 3 clear benefits to going digital. So like, for example, if there is a digital library, like we have a traditional library and we convert that to digital library, we have 3 advantages. First, it helps them preserve rare and fragile objects without denying access to those who wish to study them. That's the topic sentence. And let's see whether the writer has developed this paragraph or not. We want to ask the writer how. So the writer says, for the British Library, for example, holds only many medieval manuscript of Beowulf in London. Only qualified scholars were allowed to see it until Kevin S. Kernan of the University of Kentucky scanned the ancient manuscripts with 3 different light sources, revealing details not normally apparent to the naked eye, and put the images up on the internet for anyone to peruse. Tokyo's National Diet Library is similarly creating detailed digital photographs of 1,236 woodblock prints, scrolls and other materials it considers natural treasures, so that researchers can scrutinize them without handling the originals. So you see, it's a fully developed paragraph, an excellent paragraph, and a good model for us. We can follow this model, or the model that I wrote. So you see here we have the second sentence as the topic sentence, and the rest of the sentences explain everything, what the writer means. The writer explains everything. So it's a fully developed paragraph, and this is what you should also do in your IELTS writing. Moving on, the last tip in today's video: use cohesive devices so that they attract no attention. Yes, that's very important. We should use cohesive devices, but don't use them in a very basic way. Use them in a way which attracts no attention, and then you will get good marks. So what are cohesive devices? Well, these are words like first, second, third on the one hand, on the other hand. One advantage is this, another advantage is that, for example. These are the cohesive devices. We use them between sentences also, and between different paragraphs also. Someday we can do a video on this in detail. A detailed video. So again, the same passage, 3 advantages of digital library. So let's look at a paragraph where we have excellent use of cohesive devices, and then I have changed that paragraph a little. Let's see, you will understand what I mean. So you see digital library, and I have not written all the 3 paragraphs. I've written a few sentences. I've taken few sentences from 3 paragraphs where skillful use of cohesion is used. The first is librarians see 3 clear benefits to going digital first. So you see, the first is that's the cohesive device, and then we have the details, and then the same passage says a second benefit is convenience, and then the third paragraph says a third advantage of electronic libraries is. So here I have changed this passage. I have used basic cohesive devices, and this is what most students do. So don't do this if you want to get a high band score. So you see, I have started with firstly. Librarians, three clear benefits to going digital. Firstly, this. Then secondly, digital library is easy to use. This, for example. Thirdly, so you see, firstly, secondly, thirdly, very basic. Don't do that if you want to get a high band score. So you should not make use of basic cohesive devices, or don't use them in a basic way. Use the way I have done. How have I done that? Let's look at my essay. So I have said here, for example, to staunch advocates. So I have not written first, second, third, like staunch advocates, and then the topic sentence. So I clearly show to the examiner this is my first argument, and then the opponents. So this expression tells the reader this is my second main body paragraph, and then it's hard to adopt. So you see, I have used no basic cohesive devices. They are advanced. And we need these first, second, third cohesive devices in an advantage, disadvantage essay. So follow these tips. Let's quickly look at these tips. The first tip is know the format of the test. The second is familiarize yourself with the assessment criteria. The third is fully address all the parts, and the fourth is your main body paragraphs must have a topic sentence. The fifth is develop your paragraphs fully, and the last is use cohesive devices so that they attract no attention. And that's it for today. I hope you like this video. If you like this video, give it a like, and should we continue with these videos, IELTS videos? What do you think? Tell me in the comment section. That's it for today. We hope to see you soon. Come back for more lessons.